Yo, what's going on, guys? This is your boy 1D, and I'm going to be bringing you a new video showing you my talent build for my prop paladin. I know some people like to differ and go different routes. I personally go to Avenger Shield, so this is get all the way to Avenger Shield while going Summon Retribution just to even it out. But this is my talent tree, and this is what I'll be running probably the whole way through TBC Classic. Alright, let's get right into it. So to start off, we're going to go 5 into Redoubt right away. This is your damage melee, its range, everything that's attacking you. It gives you a 10% chance to increase your block by 30%. It lasts 10 seconds or 5 blocks. Usually you use all 5 blocks, it gets out of the way. Moving on, we're going to go 3 out of 3 in precision. This is your chance to hit with melee weapons and spells. As a prop paladin, of course, you're going to want to hit. You're going to want to get as much damage as you can on the boss. Build as much threat as you can get going, so everyone else in your group, everyone else in the raid can just pump. Moving forward, we're going to go 5 out of 5 in toughness. This increases your armor value by 10%. Personally, as myself, I see myself as the prop paladin. You're not going to have a crazy amount of health, but armor, it could save you. Plus, if you get crushed, if you're getting crushables on you, you might die. Moving on, we're going to go to Blessing of Kings. So this is actually a really good one. I know a lot of people like to have kings when they're raiding. This increases total stats by 10% for 10 minutes. So not only are you getting it if you need it, you can give it to most likely your warlocks, sometimes your mages. Mostly it's your warlocks, they love that 10%, and it's only 10 minutes. So you might have to rebuff a couple times throughout the raid, unless you have just a specific paladin that's already doing it constantly. Then you might not have to. So I would just be aware of that, but Blessing of Kings is actually a really good one to have. Moving into Improved Righteous Fury. This one I'm going to go 3 out of 3 in again. While Righteous Fury is active, damage taken is reduced by 6%, and it also increases the amount of threat generated by your Righteous Fury by 50%. So again, you're a prop paladin, you're going to want as much threat as possible, and Righteous Fury is already giving you more threat for holy spells, but this one just gives you 50% more on top of that. So not only are you building a bunch of threat, you're just helping the raid out as a whole, because they can all just pump and they can crush the boss. Moving forward, we're going to Shield Specialization. This increases the amount of damage absorbed by your shield by 30%. Again, you're the tank, you're taking all that damage. Your healers keep up all the time, but sometimes they don't. So, this is just a little extra help. This one gives you 30% more absorption on your shield, which is really good as you're tanking. Moving forward, we're going to go right into 5 out of 5 Anticipation. This increases your defensive skill by 20. Again, when you're going to Karazhan, Gruul, Mags, you're going to want 490 defense rating. If you're not up there, you're going to get killed easily by the bosses. You're going to get crushed. You're not going to be able to tank them. Some bosses you can get away with not having the whole 490. But you want to have that 490 just to help out your raid and just to push forward through the content. Moving forward, we're going to go 1 out of 1 in Blessing of Sanctuary. This is, on your friendly targets, reducing damage dealt by all sources for 10 minutes. In addition, the target blocks a melee attacker. The attacker will take 14 holy damage. So this is, again, helping your raid, helping just if you're doing heroics, you're pushing through. This is giving everybody a little bit of a little buff, well, it is a buff, but they're all getting that, 10 minutes for just damage dealt to them up by 10. They're not going to get hit as hard. They're not going to get taken out as much. And when they do get attacked, the person that's attacking them, or the mob that is attacking them, is going to get 14 holy damage taken. For spell warding, we're going to go 2 out of 2. This is all spell damage taken is reduced by 4%. It is only 4%, but that could lead you in a long route, because some bosses, they crush hard. They have that big spell damage. Even that 4% could save you. All right, we're going to skip Reckoning, and we're going to move down to Sacred Duty. We're going to go 2 out of 2 right there. This increases your total stamina by 6%. Reduces your cooldown of Divine Shield by 60 seconds, and reduces an attack speed penalty by 100%. And when you're pushing through, the more stamina you have, the more health you have. This is actually amazing for if you're lower on stamina and you need to get more health. This is actually a really good one to run. It gives you that 6% boost. I know it's not a ton, but again, you're a prop paladin. Any health that you can get is really good. All right, and since we are one-handed specialization, because we are also shield specialization, we're gonna go 5 out of 5 for one-handers. This increases all the damage you deal with a one-handed melee weapon by 5%. So whether that be swords or maces, I know your pre-raid bis is a mace, and when you're raiding the Blood Maw sword, that's an amazing sword to pick up. That is also your phase 1 bis. So you're going to want to pick up that. You're going to want one-handed specialization just so you can keep pushing, pumping all that threat so everyone else in the raid can pump. All right, moving forward for Ardent Defender, we're going to go 5 out of 5. So this is when you have less than 35% health, all damage taken is reduced by 30%. So this is actually a very good one to have because, you know, when you are in those raid bosses and when you are taking all that damage, you're going to want to be survivable. You're going to want to be able to survive. Moving forward, we're going to go to Ardent Defender. We're going to go to 5 out of 5. This is when you have less than 35% health, all damage is reduced by 30%. This is very good for bosses. This is very good for raiding. Even when you're in heroics, say the healers can't keep up with you. When you have less than 35% health, whatever that boss is doing to you is 30% less. Whether that be, you know, crushables or you're just getting hit, you know, that big difference could save you in the end. All right, for Holy Shield, we're gonna go 1 out of 1. This increases your chance to block by 30% for 10 seconds. Holy Shield, you're gonna have up on cooldown every time. This is giving you 35% additional threat each block. You know, you get 4 charges, so you're just constantly, everything you have up is for your threat. You're gonna have Consecration up, you know, you're gonna have Holy Shield up, so every time the boss attacks you, you're building more threat. You're going to be, you know, Seal of Righteousness, you're going to Judgment, you're going to everything. You're just going to have everything on cooldown, basically, the whole fight. And I like to go 2 out of 2 improved Holy Shield. This increases damage caused by your Holy Shield by 20% and increases the number of your charges by Holy Shield by 4. So not only are you pushing, but you're actually getting 8 charges on your Holy Shield. So you're building more threat because it does more damage to the boss, and you're getting more charges, whether that be when you're doing, like, again, heroics, whether you be just in raiding. You're just building as much threat as constantly possible. For combat expertise, I like to go 5 out of 5. This increases your expertise by 5 and your total stamina by 10%. Again, that 10% stamina is very good for you. It gives you additional health. You know, you're pushing through. Expertise, you know, is pretty good. It's only a 5, but you can still build from there. And finally, Avenger's Shield. I'm gonna go 1 out of 1. You know, this hurls a holy shield at the enemy, dealing 270 to 330 holy damage, not only dazing them, but it also jumps to 3 other enemies in total. So it jumps to 2 other targets after you throw it. This is great for when you're in dungeons or when you're just trying to pull mobs. This is an amazing thing. This is what I do before every pull. I'm always throwing the Avenger Shield. I feel like I'm Captain America out there, but I'm throwing it and I'm just pulling the mobs, and then I'm right into Consecration, right into my seals, everything, just pumping. Moving over into the Retribution tree, I like to go 5 out of 5. Benediction. This reduces the mana cost of your judgments and seals by 15%. Again, you don't have a ton of mana when you're getting to pre-raid or when you're building up to that. So these mana costs that are less are actually really good for you because, you know, your judgment, you're sealing the whole fight. You know, you have everything else up constantly. So this is actually good because your mana reduction, it'll save you in the long run. And then I like to go 5 out of 5 Deflection. This increases your parry chance by 5%. Of course, as a tank, you're going to want to be able to parry, you're going to be able to block. So not only are you taking less damage, you're getting hit less, and you're just moving forward throughout every boss. You know, you can just, the healers can save mana, everyone in the raid can just pump, and we can just all push forward together because everyone's just pumping. Holy fuck, why did I say that so much? Okay, and then my last 2, I'm going to go Improved Judgment. I'm going to go 2 out of 2. This increases the cooldown of your judgment spell by 2%. Again, this is amazing. This helps the whole raid pump because when your Improved Judgment is on cooldown 2 seconds less, that means you're building more threat throughout the raid. Even that 2% can help you just keep pumping, especially when you have all the other spells up. It's an amazing thing to go through. All right, guys, if you did enjoy the video, I will have this spec linked below in the description, as well as everything else for me. If you did enjoy the video, please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you want to see next. And if you guys have any questions, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.